You got to give your crowd a lot of credit. They really help you. This is an incredible home court advantage. I thought we were resilient. I thought we made a lot of mistakes. But you got to give Xavier a lot of credit. They made two of the more timely baskets that I've seen in a long time in a game like this. The 2 threes. The Chrysler that went up. Thank Christ it went in. Maddox, and then Foster. Takes big balls to take a shot like that against pressure. So if it goes in, great. If it misses, anything could happen. So you got to give him credit. He played well. I thought he was the player of the game, right? I thought our guys did a good job defensively. But you can see where our youth comes in, right? We had a lot of different turnovers, right? It was a very, very physical game, well-officiated game. And, I think they threw the last punch last, and, they came out with the win. But you got to, when you look at the schedule that they've played, right, I think they've played the hardest schedule in the Big East up to this point as far as conference opponents record-wise. So they're definitely battle-tested. But I thought it was a great game. I know our players are a little frustrated. What I talked to our players today about is, as players, you don't see it until, the end of the game. Little things catch up to you. And I thought we had about 20 to 25 little things that caught up to us that actually helped Xavier win the game. Our little things hurt us today. The big things I thought we did well. But we didn't offensive rebound. I think we missed 28 shots. We only had 3 offensive rebounds. That's not a good performance by us, so that's something that we'll address. But overall, I loved our resilience, right? We're still trying to get healthy, right? Obviously, not having Epps in the lineup since December has been very, very difficult. But we played a great team today, right? And again, they have a chance to have a good February. 1-1 against them. Both winning on our home courts. And hopefully we can play these guys again in the Big East tournament in the championship game.
Ed, how important were the last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half? It seemed like they were able to.
It was a momentum shift for sure, right? I mean, they showed a lot of maturity. I thought we made a lot of mistakes. I thought we turned the ball over. I thought the first 10 or 12 minutes of the game we had 10 assists. And then the last half, I don't think we had an assist. So I thought the ball stopped. It wasn't singing. When the ball sings, the music's great, right? If the ball's not singing, nobody's winning any Grammys with that. So, but you got to give Xavier credit. They did a really good job. They're a veteran team, one of the older teams in the country, playing against the youngest team in the country. So I was really proud of our men.
Mike, you had a season high with 27 points. A lot of that damage coming in the second half. What kind of matchups were you trying to exploit in that second half?
I just felt like I could get out and get downhill, and I was just trying to be aggressive, get into the rim, and just take whatever the defense gave me.
Coach, did you see any game plan shift from Coach Miller from the first time you played him that maybe didn't show up on the scouting report this time around? Or
you guys got a great coach here. Sean and I, we've been doing this for a long time. Obviously very, very close. We coached on the bench together in, USA basketball. There definitely was a couple of adjustments made on both benches, right? We played them early January, I believe. I think it was early January. I believe the second game we played them without Epps, and that really hurts. That really, really hurts. But, a couple of adjustments to get his guys shots, and they went in, right? It looks good when it goes in. But, I hope you guys know the level of coach you have in Sean, right? Really, really hard to prepare for. Kids play really hard. Kids are disciplined, right? I'm a big fan of Sean Miller.
Obviously, Ed, you guys have a young team, like you mentioned.
The youngest in the country.
The youngest in the country. What is the lesson that you take from the last, eight games, 9 games, where you start off 3-0 in the Big East and you go through this period that you've gone through? What is your message to your team?
Keep playing, right? This is, I think, our 5th road game, and it's come right down to the last 2 minutes every game, right? So there's growth there. We'll get there. We're not there yet. I think we have very good players. We make a lot of mistakes that, those little things that catch up to us. But, it's still a lot of basketball left to be played. The good thing is we have shown an incredible change as far as our competitive spirit than we were a year ago from today, right? A year ago from today, right? So the players are getting better. We feel we have 2 of the best players in the Big East that's sitting right on this dais, right? We have probably one of the best freshmen in America that does not get the credit he 100% deserves. This defensive monster here does not get the credit it deserves, right? I think we're vastly underrated, and not a lot of teams are going to want to play us, right? We're not the old Georgetown team, right? Everybody's snickering, oh, I wonder how good they're going to be. That's right. That's right. I can't wait till this machine just keeps growing and growing and growing. That's why I'm so edgy right now. We're not there yet. There'll be something to be said about that. We'll be having a different song really, really soon.
Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you.